I focus a lot on anime soundtracks on my channel, and I've previously made a top 10 soundtracks of all time. However, 1. It was bad quality. 2. My opinions have changed quite a bit. This video will go as follows. I'll first give my statement as to why it's on the list, and then give a sample of the soundtrack. So here we go. My top 10 anime soundtracks of all time, revamped. First, at number 10, we have Naruto. This also includes Naruto Shippuden. While Naruto is infamously known for having way too much filler, the soundtrack fits perfectly with it. It might also be a bit of nostalgia, but one thing the Naruto soundtrack does very well is that it's very memorable. This is an important ability for a soundtrack to have, and because it is so memorable, it made it to my number 10 spot. Now at number 9 we have Your Lie April. Originally it was higher in the list, and while it has a great soundtrack, I don't think it deserves higher than the number 9 spot. The soundtrack of Your Lie April has very close ties to classical music, and a lot of well-known composers in said genre, which is what makes the soundtrack so incredibly beautiful, and that's why it's number 9. At number 8 we have Death Note. While it may not be as highly praised for its soundtrack, it actually does a phenomenal job. Every time you hear L's theme, you know stuff's about to go down. It perfectly gives off a mysterious detective kind of feel, which is exactly what it should. There's also quite a bit of symbolism with pacing in Ellen Light's themes, but I'll cover more about that in another video. Anyway, that's why it's number 8. At number 7 we have Madoka Magica. Now I almost just did a video on the Madoka Magica soundtrack, which just reminded me of why exactly it's on this list. The soundtrack is on the verge of being a soundtrack to a horror. It's very creepy, but it fits perfectly with Madoka Magica as an anime. If you've seen the anime, you know what I'm talking about, and that's why it's number 7. At number 6 we have Fooly Cooly. This anime is very highly praised for its soundtrack by The Pillows, and rightfully so. Also, as a fun note, in Fooly Cooly, the music wasn't composed to fit with the scene, but rather the scene was choreographed to go with the music, which just further solidifies it on this list. They did an absolutely amazing job, but I still think there are better ones out there, and that's why it's number 6. At number 5 we have Akame ga Kill. This might not be what you expected. The anime has had a lot of criticism, but that criticism went mostly towards the story and not the soundtrack. The soundtrack is absolutely gorgeous, and to be honest I don't think people give it credit where credit's due. Have a listen yourself to see why it's number 5. At number 4 we have Made in Abyss. This shouldn't really come as a surprise. I mean, it won the best musical score of 2017, and this soundtrack's been praised by a lot of people. The composer Kevin Penkin did a phenomenal job making this soundtrack, which perfectly fits with the adventure theme of Made in Abyss. And that's why it's number 4. Exclusively for the top 3, I'm gonna give 2 examples just to further show why I think it deserves the rating. So here we go. At number 3 we have Shiki. As much as you probably didn't expect Akame ga Kill, for those of you who didn't watch the previous top 10, I'm almost certain that you didn't expect Shiki. And if you did, good on you. Because in my opinion, Shiki has the best horror soundtrack I've ever heard. The tracks are all very sorrowful and very creepy. Have a listen yourself. At number 2 we have Angel Beats. A lot of the Angel Beats soundtrack gets implemented through the band formed in the anime, Girls Dead Monster. This makes the viewer very aware of the soundtrack, and with catchy and memorable songs like My Song and Thousand Enemies, there's a reason it's this high up on the list. Now at number 1 we have Guilty Crown. This anime has gotten a lot of hate. A lot of people think it's a horrible anime. I thought it was a decent anime. But whether you like or dislike the anime itself, there's no denying that the soundtrack of Guilty Crown is absolutely amazing. And in my opinion it's the best out there at the moment. The band Egoist made the anime that much better. So that's why it's number 1. Now just sit back and listen to the greatness. Leave your opinions in the comments. Anyway, that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you're feeling up to, and I'll see y'all in the next video.